Hello guys, welcome to day one of graphic design and video editing masterclass. And today I will just be doing more of introduction to the graphic design class. My main focus today is that we understand um, graphic design as a person, and we understand the functions, we understand the principle. Okay, when someone say I want to learn graphic design, why do you want to learn graphic design? Do you understand the basics of graphic design? And that's what I will be doing today. So I'll just be introducing what graphic design is. So graphic design is a craft used by creatives to create visual content, to communicate messages by applying the fundamentals of design to meet users' specific need, and focus on the logic of displaying elements in interactive design to optimize the user's experience. So what this just simply means is that graphic designers are communicators. They try to communicate value. When someone say I need a flyer from my business, what does the person need this flyer to? Maybe he needs this flyer to make people to come to his restaurant or to come to his boutique to buy clothes or buy food. So that is communication. Then a graphic designer takes up that work, not just bringing different clothes or different foods together and push it and say come and eat. No, the graphic designer wants to make um, an appealing design that once someone sees this design, the person will understand that okay, the purpose for this design is they are calling me to come and buy clothes, they are calling me to come and buy food or do this or that. So a graphics design or a simple design should be able to communicate message. It should be able to apply also the fundamentals of design to meet user specification. That means if I'm making any design, I know that I'm doing a flyer now, but I have to also use the fundamentals of design to be able to do a good flyer. Why fundamentals is very necessary is because it's a kind of a guide. It guides you to know what to do and what not to do. I don't know if you have seen a design before and you'll be like, wow, who made this design? One thing about design is good if it looks beautiful because it attracts. But if a design looks beautiful and cannot communicate the message, that design has not actually been able to do what is meant for. Okay, but if a design doesn't also look good but communicates message, it's still not a good design. Let me say I want you to call me and I just write my number very boldly on a design, and that design is not attractive. It's not everybody. Some people will just even look at it and they will not see it as genuine. So your design must be able to be genuine, attractive, and passing a message. That's the basic work of a graphic designers. Then some of the fundamentals of graphic design are shapes. Graphic designers, we use shapes a lot. Images, we also use images a lot to communicate value. Color theory, that's where the whole problem lies with graphic designers. Most graphic designers doesn't know how to separate colors or use colors in a design. It's not ideal that you use more than four colors in a design. The most you should use is four. If you must use up to five, then you have to consider color shades. Let me say I'm using blue, I can use up to three blue shades, and I'm using yellow, I can use up to four yellow shades. This is all we are going to be learning deeply when we get into the main class of the graphic design class. So we also talk about typography. Have you seen a birthday flyer? There is always this kind of text used to write happy birthday or that. It's not the same, it's not a rigid text, it's kind of a stylish text. That's about typography. So when you are uh, designing, it's important you understand that this kind of text font can be able to communicate this message or it cannot be able to communicate this message. Then anytime you are working as a graphic designer, you have a layout workspace, and that layout workspace, you just need to know how to use it very well. If you are not able to use it very well, then you will pass a wrong message, or you will pass the right message in the wrong way. People may not get your message. So, and that's where hierarchy comes in graphic design. Being able to place your text, image, shape, color at the right place in your workspace makes you a good graphic designer. And remember, anybody at all can become a graphic designer once you wish to. So, going further with our class today, I'm going to be also listing the principles of graphic design. One is balance, the other one is alignment, and one is proximity, repetition, and contrast. So let's talk about balance. Look at this design now. If you can look at this design, you see balance. Trying the design is trying to balance all the images to have the same to stand on the same line and align. So balance and alignment looks like the same, but they are not actually the same. You understand? Balance, alignment, and proximity sounds the same, but not actually the same. But they help you to balance your images in a design in a way that they will balance, they will align with each other, and they will be accurate. Like, so you can also use repetition of color, repetition of text, repetition of shapes in your design, instead of, let me say, in this image now, that I have many pictures of politicians contesting for different positions, and in one person's picture I used a circle shape, another person I used angle shape, another person I used square shape. The design will look scattered. It will just look scattered. So repetition helps you in your design, and it also helps you in choosing color. If you can choose 3 colors, repeat it, or choose 4 colors, repeat it in the design, and make a good design. So that's the principles of designing. So let's look at functions of a good design. A good design has only few functions, and if you can meet those functions, then you have scaled through. A good design should be able to attract. Someone shouldn't look at your design and just pass on. Your design should drag people. If you can't um, do an attractive design, is also as good as you are doing a design that you don't want anybody to see, because there are lots of work out there, and if someone must focus on your own, the person must be able to get attracted to the work, to your own design. A good design also arouse people's emotion, just like this my promotion flyer that I used here now. You can see the image here is passing a message, is getting people's emotion. Is okay, the image is trying to tell you that this guy is doing something on his phone. So, and we don't know what this guy is doing on his phone, but with the help of text, I'm now explaining that this guy is a smartphone graphic designer. So, and I'm now saying that you can become a smartphone graphic designer. I'm trying to communicate. That's the third part of the third um, functions of a good design. You should be able to communicate. Then innovative. You have to have innovation to create a good design. Sometimes I may want to create designs, and you may call it just flyer, and a flyer may take me up to 2 days to create, because maybe I'm thinking about the best way to create this flyer. I'm thinking about how can I place what colors is necessary for this design and everything. So if you look at this promotion flyer that I made, you ask yourself, why did I choose orange color? I choose color around orange and red, dark red. Why? That's the question supposed to be. First, I took the red color from the dress of this guy here in the advert. So, and I repeat it in the text. I used the orange and dark red color to communicate hunger. People are excited when they see this kind of colors. So I want to create something that will be very attractive, that once someone sees it, it gets that person's attention. So that's the idea behind it, and that's creativity. What if I've used just black, and the person, the image I'm using is wearing red, I'm using black, and then somewhere I will use yellow, and somewhere I will use orange, I will use green. Any color that comes in my mind, I will just place it there. I'm a graphic designer. No, you have to be able to say, think about what you want the people seeing your design to feel. Like when I made this design, I wanted people to get hungry, to because I know hunger is attractive. Red colors and orange colors are attractive colors. They make you feel hunger. So that's the only reason why I use that design. And your design should be prompting. You should be able to tell someone what to do. A design that communicates message should tell you what to do. So what if I just made this design, put a picture of someone with phone, and say graphic design masterclass, and without telling you what to do, without telling you, okay, come to this class, I'm going to teach you this, and this is the cost of the class. So when someone sees it, he has already gotten the message and want to participate in the class. So that's the functions of a good design. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll just go to tell us um, tools you can use to make good designs on your smartphone. I use basically two tools, which is Pixlab and Canva, to design. I use Canva when I want to do just editing. I want to edit a template and give it my feel of design. But when I want to start designing from scratch, I use Pixlab. In fact, Pixlab is my major studio. I've used Pixlab to design many work, and you can use Pixlab to design logo from the scratch. You can use Pixlab to design anything at all from scratch, and this is what we are going to be learning on the course of this graphic design masterclass. So, and you can also use logo makers for those that want to maybe just use already made logo, and you want to use it for somebody. But I don't advise this because you don't have copyright to it. If you want to design, you should make a design that you have copyright to, a design you can claim, okay, this is my design. Yes. And this is what we are going to be learning, how to create a logo from scratch. You are going to be piloting it, and you can see some of the logos I've made in the past. I created them from the scratch. I use Pixlab to do most of this, and we are going to be going very deep into um, into the use of Pixlab and Canva starting from tomorrow. So um, let me just round up this video, but before I do that, let me remind you that this class is not just for graphic design. I'm also going to be teaching you Facebook ad, how to run Facebook ad with your phone, a Facebook ad that communicates, that converts. I'm also going to be teaching you video editing. The way I'm editing this video, I'm using my phone. I use my phone to do the editings on this video, and you can even do more. When we start, I'll show you how to do any video editing. And also I'm also adding animation to this class. I'm going to be showing us how to do logo animation like these ones, and many other things. So if you joined us today, because I welcome many people today to join us on a free class, and it's just for the introduction. So if you joined us today in the introduction and you want to continue with this class, I will want you to just do the needful, make the payment before 7:30 this tomorrow evening, so that I will add you to the main class. But if by 7:30 you are not made the payment, I will just move the people that have made the payment to the major group, where I'll be sharing everything with them. We'll be learning how to use Space Lab to do a lot of things. We'll be learning how to use Canva to do many designs, and we'll also be learning Facebook ad and so on. At the end of this 2 weeks class, you would have been a master in graphic design and video editing. You have mastered your tools, because anytime it comes to design or creativity or creatives, is all about mastery. Your ability to master any tool you are using as a graphic designer gives you edge above every other graphic designer, and this is what we are going to be learning. So thank you for attending this class, and see you tomorrow in our next class. I'll also be see you tomorrow in our next class. I may also be dropping some voice notes in the group later on. So just stay tuned. Take care, guys.